Nieces and nephews, we got an exciting show in store for you today. It's the 7th of June. Just so exciting. Such a great day, great month, and a great week. All sorts of things going on.
Quick disclaimer. Opinions expressed by Bill Doobie Variety Channel are for education and entertainment purposes only. Viewers are encouraged to further research this topic, so as not to be caught unprepared in the future. Feel free to leave any questions you may have in comments section below.
Or in the comment section over to the side. Love you all, and we're going to have a great show. There's all sorts of things to be shown today. It's here by popular demand, the BDV shirt and the BDV merch shop. Not only that, we have BDV cups too, all sorts of merch. Check out the BDV Uncle Bill Doobie merch on any of the community walls of my channels. It's on Cook, Camp, Create, Critique, Climb, Lumosity, Thumbnail Hacks. It's on them all. I love you. Check out the link in the description. Also, it's maybe I'll put it down here. I don't know if I have the time. Whoa, great commercial. And I just spilled water all over the place. A lot of fun. We're going to have a super time, and we're going to get into the news right after this right now, actually. Today's positive news: Strawberry, the unicorn dog pit bull mix, was adopted. Yay! That was last April, but I haven't said that yet, so I'm putting it out now. Also, man swaps his fishing pole for a garbage bag in the Cleveland River because he's out to clean up the garbage. A one-man garbage collection thing. And also, Super Smalls Jewelry was launched some lady on Today Show. This is from the Today Show, and a lot of news agencies do this. They will have a pitch for a company that the person pays for because the person probably paid to get on the Today Show, or maybe not, I don't know. Anyways, plastic pollution, it's a big problem, and that is not the right size. On the Good News Network, they have this thing about global warming, and scientists are now saying that there might be fungi that will be part of the solution to global warming. We're all going to have fungi all over the place because fungi absorb CO2 out of the atmosphere. That'd be pretty interesting to see if that works. Tinnitus, another one that was on the Good News Network, which is kind of an infomercial because there is a company, the Into Being, that is in trials for getting this. It's an actual device that people would wear, and I don't know exactly how it's going to work. It said something about a shock and something about a tone, and it would be really nice, but the article could have been written a little bit better because tinnitus is not an intermittent thing. Tinnitus is an all-time, all-day, every day, all the time. And why do I know that? Because Uncle Bill has tinnitus. I have a really loud pitch right now in my ears as I speak. I would love to see tinnitus cure. Susan Shore, PhD, is one of the people involved in that. I think she was the one making the study. Also, Gizmodo had highlighted the study. And one of the things about the study, just an FYI, because of my experience with statistics, it was not statistically sound. When you do a study and you only have 20 test subjects, that's not enough. Tesla Model 3, there was an article out today that claims that the Tesla Model 3 is life cycle costs. In other words, how much money are you going to put into this car before it dies dead? And the Tesla 3 compares to your average low-cost economy car. That'd be interesting. Maybe Tesla 3 is the one that had a lifetime charge given out with the car. Because there's two models that I've heard of in 2 vintage years of Tesla where part of selling the car was you don't ever have to pay for electric. You can get it at the Tesla charging stations for free until your car dies. And that stays with the car forever. That would be a nice thing. Beverly Hills, 2 security guards recently saved a young infant's life by clearing an obstruction from the infant's throat. I don't know exactly what the full details are because they didn't give it, but there's 2 guards. They were called over and they saved his life. Yay! We like to have that. And plastic pollution. It's interesting because plastic pollution, just like in San Diego, we used to have the salt company. Western Salt used to be out of San Diego. And what people don't realize is when they kicked Western out, there are certain species of fish, if they had done the study, but it wasn't politically sound to do a study, what environmental impact will it be to turn the bay back to the way it was back when the Indians were here? Well, they're not going to be doing that. That'll be interesting because what it really is a land grab. Woohoo! Let's steal as much land as we can. We took it from the Indians, now we're going to take it from the bay. Kelp beds in England. Yes, England is having the same problem that we did in California in the fact that kelp beds are being harvested for nutrients and you name it. And the problem is that the people that harvest the kelp beds, they do it fairly unorthodoxly, I think that's a word, when they're doing it initially. In California, we have it, there's regulations that can only harvest like about 5 feet down or whatever it is in the kelp bed so that the kelp bed can regenerate itself. And there's neighborhoods in England that are now fighting the kelp bed harvesters, and they're being successful in regenerating the kelp beds. Last one is Old Hall, the big house commune in Suffolk, England, which started in 1974, was highlighted in the Positivity News. That house has acreage of 40 acres and residents in excess of 50 people living there. So it is a big house, and that's the news, and I love you all. I'm going to turn it back over to this guy. 50 people in one house. They got some big houses over there in England. Oh, say it twice. Anyways, now time for a little learning lesson about AI speakers. Interesting facts. I have both of them, and here we go. Feel free to ask any questions in the chat. Hello, nieces and nephews, and today's lesson is AI speakers. A little bit about AI speakers. We have 2 here that we invited for this broadcast. One is the Amazon Echo Dot. This one's very good. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be playing any music because I don't want to get a copyright strike, but the music out of both of these, well, actually, I'm just showing you one right now. And there's another one called the Google Nest. Now, this one's really cool too because It actually shows movies too. Why I recommend getting the Echo Dot over the Google Nest? Stay tuned. There's a couple of reasons. Let's do the pros and cons of each one. Once hooked up, they both run really well. They both have finicky AI to deal with. Google, like for that one, you go, hey Google, and Google will respond. And with the Echo Dot, you can either go Alexa or you can use Amazon as your trigger word. Now,
From change.org, Amazon's voice assistant can be triggered by the
I
word
don't know,
Alexa,
but I found these
Alexa,
results on
Echo, and
search.
Amazon.
see, every time you say their name, they're going to talk to you. Now, Echo, the Echo Dot, advantages to that comes preloaded. In other words, Amazon will actually already configure the Echo Dot. There's very little that you have to do getting it set up at home. All you have to do is take your home network Wi-Fi and actually, you don't even have to do that. You just have to set it up on your Alexa app. Sorry about that. Now, I was very, when I got the Google, this thing's really nice. And one thing that frustrated me, and it frustrates me about both of them, is you cannot get a good weather report. Hey Google, weather report. Hey, you gonna talk to me? Hey Google. Oh, I guess picking it up, it decided that it didn't want to didn't want to work anymore. See, Google. Now it's rebooting. Something along the line must have given it a reboot signal. Now with Alexa, we'll try that. Alexa, weather report.
For San Diego, California, there are currently no weather alerts.
Give it a little bit more volume so you can hear it. Alexa, weather report.
Right now in San Diego, it's 66 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Today's forecast has lots of clouds, with a high of 68 degrees and a low of 59 degrees.
All right, that's not bad, but hey Alexa, is there any rain in the forecast?
No rain is expected in San Diego, California today.
Oh, I know what the problem is with Google. I haven't had it on for a while, so it decided that it's time to update. Right during the time when I need it most, it's updating. And there's a reason why, because with all of these, I keep a tight leash on my electronic AI. And I'd recommend that you do the same thing. What this is an extension cord. It's a not even 1 meter. It's about a little over a foot, and it has a switch so I can turn on and off the power. Whenever I'm not using my smart speaker, I turn them both off. Also, with the Google Nest, both of them will retain their setup information when they lose power, which is a great thing. I was a little worried about that. The Google Nest was fairly inexpensive. I got it on Amazon, not on Amazon. I got it on eBay for just under $45. The Amazon Echo Dot was about $30. They both sound great, and hopefully we can pick this thing up pretty soon, and we'll see with the Google. It means that I need to be talking about the Amazon more. Echo Dot, one of the main, well, two reasons why I think that you should get the Dot over the Google Nest, and one is the ease of setup. The Echo Dot was just so much, I was up and running in under 30 seconds. I kid you not. The Amazon, with the Google Nest, I ended up bricking my router because I reset my router because I was just frustrated. It was late at night and this thing just was not recognizing my network to save its life. finally, I just took off all of my protection and let it get on through my guest network, and that's how I'm having it sign in now. So there's no problem with it getting on. But the problem is now everybody can get on my guest network. Problem with the Echo Dot is the fact that it constantly tries to sell you on Amazon Unlimited Music Unlimited, and that is a big problem. As a matter of fact, I've already isolated another problem with it, is that I suspect that it blocks certain songs from playing. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure it blocks certain songs. Goodbye Ruby Tuesday, for example, I purchased that song, but to get it to play on the Dot is impossible. To get it to play on my Kindle, that it will do. Another thing about the Echo Dot is you can use your Kindle as a remote so that you can play the music that you want to play. Now I just have to find out whether I can get my Goodbye Ruby Tuesday to play. I can get my music to play now, finally, though, because getting Alexa to play your music is next to impossible. This one doesn't have a clock on it either. I would recommend not getting a clock. I don't know why, just because I didn't want to pay the extra $10 and I can just ask her what the time is. And we're almost there with the Google. We had the whole time. This is another reason why I don't like this thing. It should have updated by itself without being plugged in. As soon as it got juice, it's like saying, come on, please, I got to update. I haven't updated forever. I seriously don't use this anymore because of exactly what I said. An example, I like listening to music off of Hair, the musical Hair. And what do I get suggested on all of my videos? The Hair video, which has the music, on YouTube, when I'm on YouTube. So what does it tell people? That, hey, Uncle Bill's a hippie? And we are still not there yet. Not even yet. It's like, it's getting even for me for leaving it unplugged all the time, because I do not plug this thing in. Hey Google, what time is it? Still not awake.
It's 11:53 a.m.
Oh, there we are. It's up. Hey Google, weather report.
Right now in San Diego, it's 65 degrees and cloudy. Today, it'll be partly cloudy, with a forecasted high of 66 and a low of 59.
And let's see, I think the volume, there's a volume here. Let's bring the volume all the way up. Hey Google, what time is it? Hey Google,
It's 11:50.
it had to think. Hey Google, what time is it?
It's 11:53 a.m.
All right, so that's the Google. That's how that sounds. Actually, I take that back. I think that the Alexa has a better speaker. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 11:54 a.m.
Much better. And this will fill a whole room. I can't believe it. This little itty bitty thing. And they're less expensive. And they don't mess up your YouTube analytics. We're done. I love you all. Bye-bye. Yep, that was my AI speaker comparison. It was a lot of fun doing that. And I ended up cutting out a little bit more than I thought I did, because there was 10 minutes there where I was waiting for the Google to feed in all its changes and everything. One of the things that is crystal clear is, for YouTubers, the Google Nest is a danger. And this is how it is a danger. I mean, unfortunately, we are all out to train the AI, and have the AI so that it knows what our channel's interests are? Well, I have a very eclectic music taste. And so I was training the AI unintentionally that my interests were in all this strange music that I really didn't want connected to my channel. So that's why I think the Echo Dot is a better choice. Also, with the Echo Dot, you have to have Amazon Prime, I think, to have it to work. I'm not totally positive on that, but it's worth it. And I like Amazon Prime. And now, if I can get them to start let me play my music that I already purchased from Amazon on the Echo Dot, I will be even more happy. That is my next challenge. Uncle Bill loves challenges. I love software, I love hardware, and I love having all sorts of things. Yeah, it wasn't even starting. The this book, The Spice Diet, is like a life coach diet. I mean, you definitely getting a life coach is an amazing experience. That's all I can say. Now, 10 ways to get moving. It's all important to move, and a lot of people might not even think about all these things. Take 15-minute walk after each one of your meals. That's a great idea. As a matter of fact, it takes almost 15 minutes to go all the way around my block. Actually, only takes about 10 because it's a half a mile all the way around. And play music and dance when you do your your housework. Stand and pace while you're on the phone. We don't have to sit unless you're corded, but how many people even remember phones with cords? I just got rid of my last one recently. Get up for water every odd or even hour as an extra benefit. You'll get hydrated at the same time. Well, I don't have to worry about that because I need to drink it more than once an hour. Oh, speaking of merch, I think I left, yeah, I did, a little bit of a candy in the bottom. I was going, why is it sweet? Then stretch at your desk. We can stretch. If you commute to work by bus or train, or subway, stand for part of the trip or get off a stop early and walk the rest of the way. Now, if you're commuting by train, don't do that. Because unless it's maybe a subway, but if real trains, the stops are miles apart. And oh, I forgot to turn this off. Scam likely. Sorry about that. I love the scam likely, and it's too bad I couldn't have shown that to you on there. But now I'm shutting it off. Park away from the entrance of a store when you go to a store. Far away. Now, there's two benefits to that, actually. Now, if you're too far away, there's one of the benefits that goes away because then you are more likely to get your car broken into. And with a car and you have a lot of stuff, make sure that you don't have your stuff out in the open. I made that mistake when I was a young ensign back in the military. I had this great hat collection, and I had this Datsun, I think it was a B210, and I thought it was really cool that I had all of my hats from all the ships that I had been on in the back window so you could see them in there, because a lot of people did that back in the 80s. Lo and behold, my car got broken into so that they could get the hats. Well, they also got my computer, which was in the trunk, and they got everything. It was amazing. I lost a lot of stuff that day. Hide the remote controls and change the channel on your TV by getting up and walking to that television. That's one way to get some more exercise too. Also, don't leave your valuables open in the vehicle. Definitely. Any valuables, have them out of sight. If you have a car like mine, which is the Honda Fit, where you can see everything in the back if you flip down the seats or even with the seats up, get one of those. They have blankets that you can use over the top. Although in some places, like in San Francisco, you don't even want the blanket showing, because there's like this place, Mark Rober actually on his stink bomb glitter bomb videos shows that, where just they case the cars, and if there's even a water bottle showing, they're going to break into it. Get up during TV commercials and do calisthenics. You can do jumping jacks. You could just march in place. You can do a chore or work out your arms with bands or light weights. And lastly, wear a pedometer. That's what the fits are for, is they basically track your steps, and you're supposed to do 10,000 steps a day. And the problem I had with the Fit myself was the fact that you had to recharge the dumb thing. And I had one of the little itty bitty ones, and they took forever to charge up. And that was that. Let's see where everybody's coming from, and let's connect up, stream alive, and share it. Track your steps. Yes. That is an important thing to do. And will show me connecting it up on the stream too. Here we go. Save my changes. Now we go home. We go over here, down here to Bill Doobie. We look for the connect and start an interaction. And we're going to do the magic maps. Let's give one answer per person. No, we're going to give you as many answers as you'd like. So where are you joining us from? Where in the world? And also city and state, or city and country. Any place that you'd like to go. I want to go to Hawaii. I just don't want to fly there. Hawaii. And then we got, I'm from San Diego. Pat Flynn is up in, where is he today? He's having a conference with the Pokemon people because his channel has blown up. It's been a great channel. And AI, speaking to AI speakers is a new thing. And you really, talking to AI is like learning how to talk all over again. I have several different AI platforms, and I find that every single one of them you have to address differently. And the same is true with the Google Nest speaker and the Amazon Echo Dot. And I love you all. Thank you for joining us. Bye-bye. And watch again.